Hello and welcome to my banknote collection. Today we're starting with the album number 10, letter F to G, and we're starting with French Indochina or French East Africa or Eastern Africa, then French Indochina. Some beautiful notes, and this one, especially the most colorful ones. Lucky to get a few of those in uncirculated condition. And these ones repeat themselves. The difference is mostly the back. Some were for Laos, the other from Cambodia, this from Vietnam. Then we go to French Oceanic territories, or just one. Then French West Africa. Here, this is definitely a collection that I would like to have more and in better shape. This is not always the case. I'll have a few, but not all are in top shape like this one. You can see clearly that this is fine to very fine. Next, we have Gabon. Gabon doesn't have so many issues by itself. Many banknote series. They have this, which were the most modern ones. These two. Then they adopted the French, the West African franc. But they had this first series, which was very nice. I have it slabbed, PMG 58, with the dictator at the time. Well, and he lasted for quite a long time in Gabon. Then we have Gambia. Gambia, I'm almost finished with Gambia. Just 3 or 4 banknotes that I'm missing. Of course, they also don't have so many. I think 30 odd numbers or 30 odd pigs. After that, gets quite always the same imaging, except for the latest series. These were actually from 2016 or something. This one's, and then they came up with a new one just last year, which is this one. These are of course cheap, even the 200 Dalasi, I'm sure this is like worth less than 10 bucks. Next I have Georgia, and for Georgia I only have issue or banknotes after decision of the Soviet Union, so 91 afterwards, or 90, 91, 92. These first 2 series are quite unremarkable, very simple. Of course, they had hyperinflation. They came up with something a bit better in 95, but still relatively boring. From the old ones, I have almost everything, or from the ones from the first, second, and third series. I think I'm just missing one banknote. And then starts the series that is not being used now, but the previous one, different designs. These have, some of them, they are like 3 series with exactly the same kind of image, or exactly the same time of banknote. Some of them are quite expensive, others are easier to get. I'm also of course missing the highest volumes, or the highest denominations, the 100, etc. I do have one of the 100s here in slabbed, BMG 65 uncirculated. And then this is the most modern series that is, well, I'm not sure if the whole series has been issued already, but some of it has. I have the 5, the 20, the 100. I'm missing the 200, which is not from this series, still from the old one. But that's about, and of course I'm missing the 10 and the 50. Actually, Georgia has one banknote, not from this series, but from the previous one, of 500 denomination, which is only, I've seen only in kind of inside a crystal block or a plastic block. Interesting. Then I have going to West Germany. So Germany, I have the next album is just going to be Germany, and here I only have West Germany. So the one that is actually now Germany, starting in 48. The first series, it's not complete, and some of them are in quite got shaped like this, the 2 mark and the 50 mark. But starting from here, from this 5, I'm just missing the highest 100 Deutschmark, 200, 500, 1000, and not in all cases. So here I do have the 100 already. This is even an early, newer series, and I have the 1000 Deutschmark. Well, this is basically 500 euros in nominal, still nowadays, still tradable. They're not worth much more even in the circulated condition because they were so normal at the time. This was basically the series prior to the euro, missing of course the 200 and the 500. And here, this was really the latest series. They only did the 50, the 100 that I'm missing, and the 200. They had a different holographic sign. Now I have Ghana, almost Ghana. I also have most of it complete. Also have some banknotes, some specimen numbers. You'll see it afterwards. Yeah, there you have it, the normal one and the specimen. Yeah. Then from here on, it's basically complete. Also, Ghana went through hyperinflation in the late and mid to late 90s, and they changed from this currency, this cedi, to a new cedi currency, which is the one circulating at the moment. So I have the 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, although they have a different 50 with different holographic sign that I'm missing, and that one is much more expensive than the 5. And now they have a brand new series that just came up this year, which includes the 100 and the 200 also, as 2 new denominations. The format is more or less the same. It has some different features. This one I'm also missing the commemorative one, because there's this one and there's one with a symbol here which is commemorative. Then I have Gibraltar, old one from Gibraltar. I just have this one from 54. The rest are quite recent, and this is the latest series, the 5, 10, 20, 50 and 100 pound. Last but not least, I have Great Britain, or England in this case. To be honest, I don't do a lot of England. It's not one of my focus countries. Just have a few banknotes of England, some 5, 10 pounders, and these are more current series. I think from the series that is now coming up, I only have the 5 pounder, but these are the 50 pounders from the previous 2. And no, I just have this one. I have some British Armed Forces banknotes. Good, and that was it for album number 10. Next one will be 11, just Germany.